MadBitcoins. Today is Wednesday, June 26, 2013 at 3:55 p.m. in Lisbon, Portugal. I'm a productivity paradox, suffering from the parasitic losses of cashless transactions. Here are today's MadBits. Bitcoin prices were steady in the 100 to 105 range, with a last of 103, a high of 105, and a low of 101. Volume was at 20,303. US reaches 1 million Bitcoin downloads. Chinese interest fades dramatically. Remember all the hype about Chinese television supporting Bitcoin and the mass Chinese rush to download the Bitcoin client? For the first 2 months of 2013, we saw tremendous growth in the Chinese presence on the Bitcoin network. As of May 23rd, China had already caught up to the US in total connected nodes, with 21% and 24% of the total network respectively. As of June 24th, China's share of the global network fell sharply to 15%. Meanwhile, just in time for July 4th, the US crossed the 1 million download mark. Quite a feat for a currency that's less than 5 years old. Planet Linux Caffe, with 2 Fs, is the first restaurant in Miami to accept Bitcoins. Calling it a restaurant is a bit of a stretch, but if you live in the Miami-land area and are looking for a good cup of coffee, why not try Planet Linux Caffe? They've obviously got Linux and magazines about free BSD. And while you're there, why not try paying with the currency of the future? If you live in Miami, you can now pay for your coffee in Bitcoins. Has the market lost confidence in Magic the Gathering online exchange? BitPay temporarily stopped using the exchange for determining the exchange rate, instead using a blended mix from multiple exchanges. Volume is down. Earlier this year, Mt. Gox processed about 80% of Bitcoin transactions. This has fallen to about 54%. No offense to Mt. Gox, but I think this is probably a good thing for the Bitcoin community. Such reliance on a single exchange is like a return to having a centralized bank, and it's very un-Bitcoin. Although I have no evidence to back it up, I also think that Mt. Gox's API has something to do with the lack of stability in Bitcoin prices. The ability to hook a trading bot up to the Bitcoin network means sure profits for those with the bots. But such artificially stimulated trading will not establish a stable Bitcoin. While I certainly understand that trader bots are unstoppable and in control of the mainstream stock markets, Bitcoin could at least try to restrict and monitor their access and control. Something I'm not sure is being done today, with Magic the Gathering online exchange leading the way. Shoutouts to as many of the original commentators and supporters as I can name. If I leave someone out, let me know and I'll shout you out in the next episode. KRM, Constantos 2, Mr. Fatilio, Skinnerbox, Bitcoiner Adams Gigabit, Crypto Coin Talk. Also, check out their awesome forums at CryptoCoinTalk.com. Great stuff, long-time supporter. Also a big fan of the Bitcoin channel. He's been super nice to me. Ron Jefferson, Boss Kelso, Bish Try 1, Cats McKitty, Ryan James, Exelar, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. So you, right there at home, I'm talking to you, because you're awesome, and you're watching the end of the show. And that's the epitome of cool. This has been Mad Bitcoins. Mad Bitcoins? Mad Bitcoins. Mad Bitcoins.